Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I wanted to quickly make this video just to talk about the plans for this channel for the year and the plans for my life. And I thought it'd be a little bit weird to start the new year and then post loads of random videos, which hasn't really got anything to do with the beginning of the year. And everybody loves a New Year's video. So for this channel, I hope to post one new video every week. There has been a few changes behind the scenes. Me and my partner in the channel have gone our separate ways, so it's now down to me to film and edit and make thumbnails and do all the stuff behind the scenes, which I'm a little bit useless at, to be honest, but we have to learn and start from somewhere. So instead of releasing 3 videos a week, which was the plan all the way back when we first posted our video, I'm just going to slow it down and it's just going to be 1 video per week. I actually have enough filmed, which will take me to about the middle of the year if I continue just posting 1 video. And that's all previously filmed from the Euros, from when I moved into my house before, from coming back from Bangkok the first time. So it's going to be a little bit muddled in terms of the chronological order of things, but it's footage that's sitting there, and so I'm going to be editing that over the coming weeks and hopefully release a video every week. Also over the coming months, I can obviously record new videos about certain topics or certain things that crop up over the next 6 months. As well as the channel, I'm going to be focusing on poker as always. I'm going to say that this is my first proper year as being a professional. The last couple of years have gone okay results wise, nothing crazy, nothing exciting, but I've always felt like I wasn't a professional. I either didn't feel like one, I didn't act like one. So this year feels a little bit like the results are showing that I can be a professional, or that I am a professional, and now I just need to put in more hours. So the plan is to work or to play poker 5 hours a day, 6 days a week, plus study time. And I also need to really focus on my mental game. Tilt has always been an issue of mine. It's got better over the last 6 months to a year. It still crops up, but I feel like I've got a better handle of it. I feel like I understand why it's happening, what's happening. I notice it sooner, and therefore can I notice it sooner, so I can take steps to make sure it doesn't blow over. Like, everybody gets stressed in their jobs. Obviously everybody gets a bit angry or sad or annoyed or tired or whatever it is, but normally that doesn't cost people money or affect them for the rest of the day, or obviously it can, but yeah, so that's like my big major thing. Like, technically in poker can always improve, that's fine, but this year and the last few months has been a real test of making sure my mental game is in check. Now, things have happened in my life which has made it a really tough few months, probably the toughest for a long time, and weirdly enough the poker results have been going okay, but I think that's, there's some variance in that. There's also the aspect of really trying to focus in on my mental game, making sure I stop if I feel tilt issues or anger, and yeah, so that's for the poker stuff. And then I also have the normal kind of resolution type goals. I found myself browsing YouTube a little bit too much, just watching like wrestling videos and things like that. I'm not going to be too hard on myself because, as I said, it's been a pretty grim last few months. So, the idea of sitting and reading a book on mindsets, or actually, to be honest, reading any book was pretty was pretty tough to do, and to motivate myself to do that. So, but this year I aim to try and read 2 books a month. I mean, everyone says that. I mean, I say that every year and I always fail, but catching myself when I'm just on YouTube or just browsing the internet or not doing anything, and that's fine to a certain degree, but I found myself doing it a bit too often and a bit too much. So that's something I want to improve on. Nothing too crazy. I want to get into the meditation game, which I always say I do but never really commit, but that goes hand in hand with my poker ambitions. And there's a few other things. I want to just try and be a bit more active and doing bits and pieces. Now I'm back in Norwich. I have a friendship group here, so hopefully I can just get us out and do more things. Sadly, it does sometimes fall to me to get the group to do bits and pieces, but that's fine. Like if that's my calling to motivate some people to go and do stuff, then fine. But I also need to motivate myself, maybe to do other things that's outside my comfort zone. For example, there's meetups in Norwich that I can go to and meet new people and meet people outside of my normal friendship group who I obviously love to bits, but sometimes you need a little bit more, and just to broaden my horizons of the people I can meet. So I aim to get more involved in those types of things. As always, fitness is a goal. Not going to lie, I haven't done any fitness at all in the last month. I spent a couple of weeks on an island in Thailand, which sounds great, but it was pretty horrible, and I didn't do anything there. And then I got into the UK and was with my auntie and my brother and whatnot, so I just couldn't really be bothered to do any exercise, and it's cold and miserable and yeah, not in my normal place. But tomorrow I'll move back into the house that I was at before, so I will be getting on the fitness buzz again, as I've got weights and I've got my running shoes and things like that, so hopefully that'll be good. Oh, and Spanish is obviously on the card still. Now, once again, for the last 3 or so months, I've been pretty slack with Spanish, doing bits and pieces here and there, but really fell off the wagon. So that is a thing, to keep it simple, just an hour a day, every day. But there is a goal of mine, or there is a plan of mine in the back of my head, which is to go to South America at the end of the year or the beginning of next year. We'll see if that goes. I'm a little bit tired of traveling and moving about all the time and don't really want to do that. But yeah, again, I am learning Spanish for a reason. So, and while I'm enjoying being in Norwich, it's gonna get to a point where I probably want to leave again. Yeah, again, I don't have to leave for months on end. I can just go for a trip or whatever it is. And yeah, I think that's about it. Sorry if this camera's blurry. I've just kind of loaded it up and started chatting. But yeah, we'll see. I thought I'd just make this a quick video as it's the New Year's and it kind of makes sense. Yeah, we'll see how this year goes. Anyway, catch you in the next one.